Hello, everybody, and welcome to Opal Sky Media Podcast in collaboration with EBMS Business Services. Behind every thriving entrepreneur is the right ecosystem, and behind every thriving ecosystem is visionary leadership. Our guest today has been driving force in creating opportunities for thousands of businesses, shaping success stories across industries. It's my pleasure to introduce the Sales Director of Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone, Mr. Mustafa Shaker.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abdussalam, for having me. It's a great honor to be here. And, we're meant to do this for a while. So it's really feels good that we're starting here today. And thank you for this kind introduction.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Mustafa. Mr. Mustafa, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, your life? How did you start it? And today, mashallah, you are the sales director of one of the booming free zones,
Thank you. I've been with Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone for the last 4 years. Where we've been working very closely with the leadership in Ras Al Khaimah in order to, shape up and work very closely on how to become a major force as RAKEZ, drive economic growth and to help companies have a launch pad within the UAE. Before that, I've done many things. I used to work in cosmetics. I come from L'Oreal. Before that, I was in Deloitte in finance, which is my major. And I've been living in the UAE for the last 30 years. That's where I call home.
Mashallah, that's very good. And Mr. Mustafa, you have been traveling a lot. I heard that you have been to a lot of countries. How many countries have you been to?
I don't keep a track, but I believe there are now more than 45 countries. Also, part of what we do is we try to always visit investors and go to different events and venues where we help and understand also what are the investors' requirements in different regions. I was last week only in Paris and Rome for 2 different events in collaboration with the UAE embassies there. And, it's very exciting to see in both countries, many investors come, ask so many questions, trying to understand our ecosystem. Why Ras Al Khaimah? Why UAE? Why RAKEZ? How can we help them? And how we can help their businesses become more of a success?
I will come to those questions. So before I go ahead towards the questions, let me know that I know that United Arab Emirates is one of your favorite country. I mean, you spend most of your time here.
Absolutely.
Besides UAE, what is the other country that you like most?
It depends. If you're talking, one of my favorite places is Spain. I think it's a country with a great culture. I think the weather is nice. Also, from the Arab countries, I like Lebanon and Qatar. I think Qatar, I had a good experience in the World Cup. That became so memorable that I will always hold it dear to my heart. So, but there's many, I think all countries have different kind of beauty.
True, that's true.
When you call the UAE home, and when you live in such a place, then all the countries becomes nice to visit, very hard to live in.
Yeah. What about the weather of Dubai? Do you like it?
After 30 years, I think I got used to. Now when I go to a place and it's raining, and it's, with rain, mobility becomes harder. You need to be aware of the weather. And I'm like, thank God we live in Dubai where it's always sunny. Summer does come with a bit of extreme heat, but then there's other countries where they have nice summer, but they have extreme cold.
That's true.
And between extreme heat and extreme cold, I would choose extreme heat any given day of the week.
Okay, so Mr. Mustafa, could you share how Ras Al Khaimah Free Zone has evolved over years and its role in the UAE economic growth?
So I think in RAKEZ and Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone, we've always had a thrive to grow and to help investors grow. And I think because of the ecosystem growth in the UAE, we became a major player in helping companies and helping entrepreneurs, whether they want to expand, whether they want to start their business in the UAE. It really played I would say a fundamental role. We today stand on 35,000 companies. That comes from 100 countries in more than 50 sectors. And when we talk about the dedicated zones, we have 2 dedicated industrial zones in Al Ghail and in Al Hamra. And while we have a different co-working centers and different business zones that's dedicated for the SME and the services. So when you look at how the ecosystem is collaborating, it really evolved over the years by growing the number of companies and also growing those companies themselves. So you see the success and you see the impact that you add to the overall UAE.
Okay. Not only this, but I think Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone is designated zone as well.
Absolutely. So we are one of the few zones that's designated zone. That means you will have certain activities that qualifies for tax exemptions. Tax is still a young topic in the UAE. We started with this exercise 2 years ago. And there's a lot of ways that investors can discover different ways where they can choose the right model that suit their business. And being in a designated zone where people can have those activities at a tax exempt level, where they can do their trade on a local or international level, obviously it has a huge impact.
So Mr. Mustafa, what makes Ras Al Khaimah Economic Zone unique compared to other free zones in the UAE? Because there are so many free zones in the UAE.
I think first of all, we are very integrated in a customer-centric approach. Our main focus and our main driver is the customer. And I think that really helps in putting the right targets and using the right metrics to ensure our success. Coming from there, we are truly apart when it comes to flexibility. First of all, in terms of sizing, people come for a virtual workspace, an entrepreneur with a laptop. And then you have another customer who comes with a team of 20 or 25 people that's looking for a warehouse. And as the journey go for a business owner and an entrepreneur, the needs and the requirements change. As those needs and requirements change, the investor needs a flexible space, a place where we don't consider the clients that we have today just companies that's registered with RAKEZ. We call them partners because we believe their growth and their success can only be driven by having the right conditions given to them. And we at RAKEZ, we are in the heart of the matter to provide the right conditions for those people. And I think finally, long-term relationships, having an overall value-added services that will help all the clients across the life cycle of their company and their journey. At any different stage, he can interact with us, whether it's for tax registration, whether it's for bank account opening, hiring employees, recommendations on the best advisors or an audit company for them. So, it's a really wide range of services that we can support the client with that really put us apart. And finally, I would say our cost effectiveness. I would say we in RAKEZ have one of the most cost-effective solutions for starting the business in the UAE with no compromise on quality, with no compromise on time or speed, and with an ecosystem of other industries that's within reach. There's networking events that we do for the clients, making sure that we do business matching where people can sit from similar industries, a supplier to a customer perspective. So it's really wide range of services that put us there when it comes to differentiating us from the rest.
How does RAKEZ support entrepreneurs and SMEs who are just starting their business journey?
So we believe in RAKEZ that one of the most critical stages in the life of a business is when they start. And because of our ability to be very flexible, because of our ability to be very cost effective, and because of our ability to have the right support for this customer across his life journey, customer do feel they have the right launch pad for their business when it comes to RAKEZ. Also having one-stop shop where people can go and do their visa, have any amendments to their license, or ask for many different services. Having all those in one roof provide a safe environment for the investor where there is clarity, there is no ambiguity on what is required and what's needed for him to do the next step or move into his direction of growing his business.
I think we are almost done. Thanks a lot, Mr. Mustafa Shaker, for coming here, giving us your time and explaining about the RAKEZ economic zone. It's really a pleasure being with you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being here, and I'm so happy that we had this, and I think we should do it more often. You've been a beautiful host, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us today.